Simple chords, rich melodies. I want to give you a practice, something that I do. I've been doing honestly for 30 years or 40 years. It probably started when I was a teenager. I call noodling. Just noodling around. And finding joy in playing very simple things. Now, one of those things I fell into this by mistake, really, just as an introvert teenager, stuck in the bedroom, locking the door so no one could come in, and just playing things, playing chords. And what I learned to do, what I show you, is I stopped thinking about the chords I was playing, and I just found joy in creating little melodies or counter melodies or harmonies with shapes. And that's the journey I got on about learning to play shapes. And this applies to piano and keyboards, any instrument, any stringed instrument, guitar and stuff. But it's about actually using your ear. Okay, so a simple chord structure can create an incredible, beautiful melody. And this is about teaching you how to come up with melodies. The rule of thumb for me is if I enjoy playing something, if it's fun to play, then it'll come out, the audience will hear it, and the songs will come out of it. So I'm looking for simple. And all I'm thinking of is, I'm thinking of shapes, and I'm thinking of harmony. And then the melody comes. I'm not thinking of, the chords are C, A minor, D minor, G. In various versions, C major 7th, A minor 7th, D minor 7th, D minor 9th, G 11th, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not thinking that. If you think of chords too much as a guitar player, a piano player, or a keyboard player, you're thinking of chords. You play sort of boring things, so it's shapes. And that takes up way too much space in the mix. What we want to do is create things that are just simple, and that's where melodies come from, to me. I'm going to hold a note. There's a melody there. That's fun. So I would do this kind of practice for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I've been doing it for hours and hours for 40 years, 50 years, 100 years. I don't know. How old am I? Down here. Not thinking of chords, but shapes. Fun. Where's the melody? So often it's the simplest chords that stir up the greatest melodies. Simple chords. C, A minor, D minor or D minor 7th, G or G 7th, or F over G, variations of that. Okay, so but in working on guitar or piano, how we develop more harmonic structure or more beauty in our songs is not thinking chords, as in like we have to play the chords. Well, we start using our ear and we play harmonies and harmonic notes and little melodies in there. It stems from the chords, but I'm not thinking the chords. So when I'm playing or coming up with a melody, I'm not sticking to C, A minor, D minor, G. No, the bass player bass player's going to do that. So if they got that, they're going to handle the da, 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 da. And that gives me a freedom to come up with something new. But this is the practice that I want to encourage you to do if you're a guitar player or a piano player, is to choose a chord progression, make that your basis, and then let your ear develop something around it. Like this. Holding it. I'm in charge. Sometimes the one little chord, hold that over the 4 chords. Now we come out with a part, and you think of bands like Police. It's a single shape. So that's a C2. Now it's A minor 11th. Now it's D minor sus. Now it's G sus. Tune. Now, technically it's C, A minor, D minor, G, but who cares? So in some ways, I'm actually changing the chords a lot. So when I go, that's F flat 5, or it could be like G 7th over F. It creates tension, but you don't have to know what that is. That's the thing, you don't have to know what something is, just enjoy playing along with it. If you can play a C major scale, all the notes are in there. Or if you know the notes in the chords, you can play those. So you can do that, but go away from it. I love the tension. Why am I doing this? Well, because it's fun. If you don't find it fun, go and watch another video. But I love noodling. I don't need the bass and the play on my own. Those chords. Then F. I can play all that without, a good thing to do now is to play that without the help of the bass and the drums. And you imagine yourself playing this little practice thing, this is something I'll do all the time. I'll choose just random chords I like playing over, but I'll do it in different keys. It's in the key of C, I'll do it in the key of E flat, A flat, any key, because that gives me a different muscle memory on the guitar. Different chords might be one. This is 1 6 2 5. I might choose 1 2 3 4. I might choose 4 3 2 1. I might do all different things, or I might pick a song like Fire and Rain or Fragile by Sting's another great one I like playing over, and I'll just pull it apart, grab those chords, and then sit for hours and hours just finding everything. And sometimes I've been doing this for a long time. I go, oh, I know what that chord is. But I'm not worried about the chord, I'm just worried about the shape it does against the bass notes. Against the C, against the A, and against the D. Ooh, that's tension, isn't it? And against the G. And that's all. It's when you go, oh, I don't like that as much, that's a bit weird, that's a. But the more you do it, and this is where you come up with melodies. And the way I say that is because this little process, this little practice I did, it solved a major problem I had for a song I was writing. The song was called Time Stands Still. And I just couldn't find the melody. And so I just messed around like this for ages and ages and ages. And I'm going to play that song to you now, a little bit of it. And then you'll get, so this is here, and it's the same thing. The arrangement of it's so simple because mostly it's not this guitar, different guitar, single notes on the left, acoustic guitar on the right, and bass and drums. In fact, it's that bass and that drum part that I just chopped up to make this lesson. It gives you an example of what can come from a very simple idea and a song comes out of it.
I once had a fine reputation. It was all wrapped up in so many obligations, so I let it fall somewhere beside the road. I no longer carry that heavy load. Yeah, I like making time stand still, even in the midst of a storm. Bullets and shrapnel fly around my